Go back into when you first started with comedy, bro.
Well, you didn't see me first start. The first start was in Chicago. That was rough because it's Chicago.
A lot of people out there.
Okay, what was your crowd?
I don't like them
ratio wise.
Got
I don't care how much the crowd is. It's the artsy people, the ones where mommy and daddy paid for my tuition to go into art school, and now we went to Second City, and I've never experienced any hardship in my life, so everything offends me.
Wicker Park. Logan Square. I know the type.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know the type.
Yeah.
Wrigleyville, the hipster type. Know it.
I hate them. Hated it. Like seriously, in living color, like full, like hated it.
Oh, hell no.
Like full in living color, absolutely hate it. Because I don't like that type of person.
No.
Because like. So the first time I went and did comedy, it sucked because I didn't know how to tell a joke. I just learned how to tell jokes like maybe like last year. It was the first time I actually learned how to tell jokes. So it was off and on, start, stop. I had to go to school, had to go work, had to do things that I probably should never have done. Like go to school and work for people.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go in a different direction with that one.
No. He's like a kindred spirit.
No, I should have become a stripper at 19. That should have been it. I should have been, because that was my peak. Should have walked in with the abs. The only thing that made me not a stripper was the homophobia.
Tonight I just wanna move slow, double cupped up, pouring foes. Baby girl just dropped it low, round and round that stripper pole. Mama, I'ma make it. Said mama, I'ma make it. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. But this gonna make it alright.
So where'd you go after? Where'd you go after you performed over in Chicago?
Where did I go? Well, I kept going back and forth to Chicago. It was so after my first. So what I realized, because I know that they didn't, like some of the people out there don't realize it, but what I realized when I was up on stage was that I'm not interesting enough as a person to have anything interesting to say on stage. So I was like, maybe I should go get a job. Maybe I should go work. Maybe I should get some life experience before I start trying to like mess with everybody else's ears and having them listen to 4 minutes of like crap. So I went and worked on the road and like worked all through the Midwest. And then my first tour back, I talk about it like it's war. But yeah, my first tour back, this is when I met JT.
Okay. Good man. Shout out JT.
JT's the best. But like I wouldn't know how to do comedy if I'd never met JT.
Okay.
Because JT had something, like he had his mic going that was close. Because if you have the mic going close, like I don't know if you know this, like I bombed a lot. Like a lot. Like, and I don't know if you can take an hour and a half drive or an hour and a half train ride, then walking, up, I guess, because I would walk up north, like North Street. Like, I'd walk for an hour, then walk for an hour back, take a train ride. So this is 4 hours to do 4 minutes of horrifying bombing. Like, you can only do that twice a week before the suicidal thoughts start coming in.
I feel you.
You're like, this is what my life is going to be? Because I decided to do comedy because I decided, like, I tried to box for a little bit, and I didn't realize how much cardio boxing took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got beat up by an old man.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
I know the feeling. Trust me.
But you weren't like 220 getting beat up by a 5'7" old man.
That's unfortunate.
And it's just like you're just going around like all shaky leg, and he just sits there and goes, "Put your hands up," and then boom, put your hands up, boom, put your hands up, boom. And like you're like, man, I know you can do it. Just knock me out.
Yeah, stop
Oh,
playing with
playing
it.
with
Yes.
Playing with the
Just
food.
knock me out. I don't want to sit here and get pillow punched for 3 minutes straight. This is awful.
I did a little bit of jujitsu, and the dude, like, I remember my first day there. He's like, the number one rule is here, like, if you know you can't get out of a hole, tap out. But you know me, I was like, oh, I ain't scared. I ain't finna tap out. And this guy had my arm like somewhere behind my back, and I'm sitting there trying to get out. And he just, like, the guy was like, whispered in my ear. He's like, hey, the other people here wouldn't let you out. They would just almost try to break your arm. I'm nice. So I'm going to let you out of this, but don't try this tough Tony stuff with anybody else, because it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, I've always thought that the worst thing you could do, like the worst country, like, person to fight would be a Brazilian.
Oh, yeah.
Because all their fighting styles are kind of homoerotic.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
the dancing capoeira, and then you also have Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Like, imagine that you'd been jiu-jitsu'd at like a bar or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like by some dude in
man.
by some dude in white pants and like a
He's like 5'7". He's small. He just. Oh.
Do you want to fight?
Snap.
Do you want to fight?
Oh, I'm cool.
We can fight.
I'm cool.
like
I'm cool.
just
You can't talk to your girl the same way after that.
but there you are, like in some, and it would be a humiliating position because you would have been able to control you into it.
Exactly.
And it just have some guy just crawling on you on the dance floor going, "You want to fight?"
Oh, that's terrible.
Jesus.
Well, if you don't know by now, this is a dose of reality. My name is Kid ISO. This is my boy.
Blake Steele.
And we have a very special guest today, and this is Mr. Steele's homie. So I'm gonna let him introduce him. Go ahead.
So we got a well-known comedian, Robert Wynter. Don't give me that look. You've been working really hard, bro. Yeah, man. We like I said, man. I see you at open mic, and we've talked. You know my dad, and really appreciate you coming on the show. Seriously.
Absolutely.
I'm happy to be here. This is
Absolutely.
fun. We've already had more fun. Like, I've reached my fun quota. I've reached my fun quota for the week, I believe.
Well, so that's why, I mean, I told you, man. I mean, when I asked you to do it, obviously, I didn't know if you were going to say yes or not. But then when you did say yes, I was like, you know what? This is a chill vibe here, man. We're not trying to grill anybody. Nobody gets grilled. You need to stop with that shit.
Oh my
but
God.
Yeah, man. So I just was like, watch a couple episodes. What'd you think of the couple episodes you watched?
They sucked.
No, you watched the one with Emilio. Don't say that.
I did watch the one with Emilio. I thought I was.
Shout out Emilio.
See, we're not. This is going to be within the first 10 minutes.
Oh no, you're good.
We're
You're
good.
good.
I
You're good.
was
12 minutes.
I was offended that Emilio did not know the 7 dirty words. That as somebody.
Dude, he doesn't even really listen to George Carlin either.
Really?
Yeah, that's something we had to bring up. He listened to a little bit of Carlin.
Oh, that's painful.
I love George Carlin.
I've known George Carlin since I was like 7. I believe, like, my mother turned me on to Carlin. My mother turned me on to Carlin before I knew of the 7 dirty words before I hit puberty.
Okay. That's good. That's good timeline. Good timeline.
My mother used the C word precipitously.
That's the word of the day. That is the word of the day.
we are both traffic drivers. That's how we use our language. We don't we've been listening to, like, she says some horrifying things, but it's like I'm right up with her. I mean, we're
Hey, man, shout out your mom, though, because you're here now.
Absolutely.
Yep. Most difficult job in the world.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, I have a kid myself, but I definitely can't take credit for anything that my girlfriend does.
Well, for sure, as a person who does not have a kid.
Same.
Well, no, you're celibate now, though. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you hear about that?
Are you an incel or are you a?
No. Close, but no cigar.
I am a born again virgin. And all those bodies before,
They don't count.
gone. They don't count. I
Disappeared.
am a virgin. I'm on the road to celibacy. So all you harlots, I know my birthday is coming up, but I want no parts.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, right. That's what it is.
This is
That's
just
what it is.
this is just his way of saying that he doesn't have an STD. This is the only way he's just saying it. Like, hey, look, I can claim my virginity again.
I told him though, because he made a statement. He was like, "Yeah, man. Every time I think about having sex, I'm just gonna do some push-ups."
Push-ups.
I'm like, "Bro, your chest better get huge."
I haven't done not one push-up, so that means I have not been thinking about sex.
Where were we at though? Where were we at? So we went from started in shows in Chicago, traveling around. Then you took up boxing. You realized that
Boxing was prior to comedy. You see,
okay.
yeah, getting beat up by old men like you don't.
It was over.
You're like, yeah, I'm like done because the thought process I had was, okay, if me learning boxing means getting hit by an old man repeatedly, what happens when I get hit by like real heavyweights?
Yeah.
Like a real heavyweight.
Oh, shit.
It's like I'm like, it's probably not a good idea. Like I've had some dumb ideas, but that would have taken the cake if I just said like let's man up and do this boxing thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've listened to a lot of Mike Tyson, but it's like
Yeah.
he got to start out like 13.
I'll be honest. Like, I don't know. They'd have to pay me like a lot of money to just willingly go and get into some sort of cage or ring and allow somebody to just tee off on me until I'm knocked out. I don't know if I have the confidence for that.
Like if I ever got famous, I do the celebrity shit.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Like I do the celebrity stuff because it's like
you're fighting somebody else who don't fight.
yeah, exactly. Like and then I got the weight advantage. I probably have the
And
Except
if
if
anything,
it's
that's
Jake
just gonna
Paul.
put more coin in your pocket. Go
That's
ahead.
the only person I'm not fighting is Jake Paul.
Mm.
And that man's on steroids. I'm cool.
But
I don't think he's on steroids.
Okay.
yes,
I'm
yes.
sorry.
PEDs for sure.
PEDs.
PEDs for sure.
Whichever one he's on, my bad. He might not be on steroids. I'm cool, bro.
I respect the come up though. He's strategic about what he does.
No, I respect him. I'm just not gonna, there's nobody who can pay me enough money to get in there with him.
I'm cool.
I'm
on that.
cool. Bro, and
He
he's
took the
big as
cake on
hell,
that.
bro.
Yeah. No, he is
he's
big.
actually not a small guy. So, like, he was fighting some smaller guys. He's not that small. So, I'm cool.
I'm
bro.
sorry, I view big in different terms as you guys do.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. This man is actually kind of big.
Like
I'm not.
so for me, big is like
He brought the shoulders back too. He's like, okay.
well
okay.
because it looks
He said, "Let me-
like
let
a
me
like
show
a
you
like a
what's
Neanderthal.
He said, "Let me show you
No,
what's
I
up."
look like a Neanderthal all slumped over. But no, it's like big to me is we're landing in like the 230, 240 zone. Like
Okay.
an actual linebacker.
like
okay.
Terry Crews big.
Is he he's about 250.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. But it's like this like you guys say like, oh, I got my newbie game, so I'm big now. It's like no, you're not big. You better stop it. You better stop it.
I swear, man. Yeah, big for me is like 6'2", 6'3",
Okay,
like 230, 240.
that's fair.
I'm starting to think like anything under that, I think I can take you. If that's true or not, it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen if that's true or not. But if you're under that, I think I could take you. I'm like, my head is telling me, yo, you could do something to dude. Once you get to that 6'3", that 230, 240 range, then I'm thinking like, all right, that might be a situation where you got to get some help, maybe use a weapon or something like that, because I'm cool.
How often has your head failed you?
Oh. Oh, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of times. But I'm still alive. So
Yeah.
I have all my limbs. Everything still works. So I think I haven't been doing that bad of a
I
job.
try to avoid fighting, but like I
Okay.
give off enough of a vibe as like if I'm not drinking and I'm just like my normal caffeinated self, like sweating like a crackhead as I am right now. But then that whole like I give off enough of a vibe where it's like I'm not gonna mess with you. The only people that would actually mess with me is like women,
Yeah,
because like women,
they can do whatever they want, baby.
well, they can see through it.
Yeah,
They're like, he's not tough. He's an awkward little weirdo.
oh,
Like he's
man.
lifted enough weights in his time as to where he can fool the boys over there. But I'm gonna walk over to him. I'm gonna talk to him and watch him like just.
Yo,
like-
why they be on that with us though?
But-
That's facts,
when,
man.
When I talk to a girl, like I automatically take the Philly shell stance. I'm automatically like
oh snap!
Cause like I didn't talk to girls when I was growing up. I was like, cause for me what happened was I got the shit kicked out of me for like my whole 8th grade year. My mom goes, I don't know what to do with him. Like she got me tested. Like it was bad to the point, like she got me tested and she's like, does he have mono? Does he have something? Why is the energy level so low? And then she goes,
snap.
I guess he's just a bitch.
Jeez.
But she didn't say that, but
Yeah,
it was
you're paraphrasing. You're paraphrasing.
That was
but-
basically
Yep.
what was the energy that was given
and
off.
so she dropped me off at the gym before she went to work and then picked me up after. And so I like, and then for the, like, I was still socially awkward. So like, I didn't know that, like, I've got astigmatism. So I didn't know I was blind. Like, cause functionally I'm blind. I can't drive without. So I got glasses. So I had those thick glasses for the first 2 years.
Nice.
I know the
Nice.
kind, brother. I
And
know.
then when I played basketball, I wore the rec specs. So I was not sexually appealing until like 16, 17. Then I had abs. So I never had to learn how to speak to women.
I feel you.
So when I gained weight, that was a really miserable experience because it's like, because not actually when I was 19 in meal hall, like you could pretend. So like any dude can pretend to be able to talk to women because you know like when you see them coming, you can be like, okay, all right, shoulders back, all right, yeah, shoulders back, look like a man, and then you're like, and they come over to them and they'll go, hey, how you doing? And you'll go, yeah, hey, how you doing? Yeah, but for me, it was different. Like I was deadlifting 600 at the time, and like 19 years old. But the girl walks up to me, like caught me by surprise in Mule Hall, and I'm sitting there right next to a friend, and here's what came out of my mouth: "Hi." She goes, "Hey, Robert." I go, "Hi." And he was from the Caribbean, so he's sitting there, and he's like 5'8" or something. So I looked imposing. He goes, "Big motherfucker like you lift 600 pounds. A girl walk up to you, you go, hi."
Go in a
snap.
little bit on your workout process, man. You said you've been doing this for about 15 years.
27. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
So what is that that starting look like and that process look like? Just a little bit paraphrasing.
Called puberty.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Not anybody can just not bench, but not everybody can just deadlift 600 pounds without a little bit of a process.
That was at 19, so that's 6 years in. So
Okay.
So you're 6 years into training by the time most people are starting.
Okay.
It basically, when you start out, you don't know anything that you're doing, so you just throw everything at the wall. Especially if you don't have a job, because if you're just a kid that's doing whatever, you're throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. For me, I'm a little nerdier, so I wanted to see what was going to make me perform better in sports. So I really didn't care how I looked. So paid attention to the West Side Barbell. Paid attention to... I didn't pay attention to bodybuilding or any of that kind of stuff until 19. So it's all athletic performance type stuff. So It depends on what you're looking to do. So it was just like chicken, sweet potatoes, that kind of stuff for food. And then for, I guess, my workout, I was playing a lot of basketball. Deadlift, main 3 lifts. and then doing, speed stuff. It's stuff that you like. If I go any further, we're going to end up going past where your listeners are going to even know or give a shit about.
No, not true, because I think a lot of people like want to get a little educated on the actual process.
So there's three. So the performance aspect. So, West Side Barbell, which is located. See, I wanted to be a power lifter once I realized, because it was basketball failed, then I want to do powerlifting, then I want to do boxing. So it's just a path of failure, really. But what I subscribed to was, you have three types of strength. You have speed strength, you have strength, which would be like just doing, your 8-12 reps, and then you have power. And power is what you're going to, because the stronger you are, the more power you can exude, of course you can lift more, jump higher. So I would have a heavy day where I'm maxed out. I've hurt my back way more than most can stand. So it'd be like a max effort day. So squat, deadlift, and bench would be all done for a max effort. And then you do like your regular, just building work after that. And then you do a speed strength, which is like 2 days later, which is where you lift for like 60% of your max, but you try to get it done as fast as possible in every 30 seconds. So I was doing that and following that, and then I reached kind of a point of no return. And then somebody said, "Hey, you should try this physique thing," which was terrible because it messed with my mental health like completely. But I tried to get lean and like try to get in good shape. I have a picture, but it's on a broken phone. So
okay,
where I was like really lean, like model looking. But that's when you start getting into your bodybuilding stuff, because bodybuilding is basically a subcategory under the power stuff. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But like, if you're doing a plan, basically you can grab a plan off of bodybuilding.com, you'd be fine. The best thing you can do is probably just a 5x5, like like a 5x5 overhead press, 5x5 bench, 5x5 squat, 5x5 deadlift, and then you can leave it there and then do abs or whatever the hell you wanted to do, because you're not trying to get to the point where you're a bodybuilder. It's like, most people overthink it and they just don't do it. Where if you just ate your chicken and broccoli and you were good, you'd be fine.
Right.
It's like you're overthinking it. It would be like, I want to go perform karaoke, so how about I take voice lessons? It's like, it's a waste of fucking time.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking on a personal level too, man, because it's like, I feel like I'm eating enough and I'm eating healthy, but at the same time, I'm not progressing like I want to progress.
How do you want to progress?
I want to gain more muscle.
How much muscle over how much time?
I mean, like I said,
he just thinks that because he's went to the gym for a year, he's supposed to be shredded. And I be telling him, like, this shit comes over.
I don't even
time.
know. I mean, I'm looking up stuff on YouTube and stuff like that, but I don't even know if like I'm doing things correctly, like the whole bro split thing and like all that stuff. Like, I don't even know. I'm doing the exercises correctly. That's not the point. I just feel like I'm not doing something right unless it's just time that takes into effect.
It's just time as well. Like, time does go into it. You don't, see the results just like that.
Time, genetics. So it's a combination of time, genetics, stress levels. Like your drugs. You can always take drugs, but
don't do those anymore.
What?
I don't do those anymore.
I mean, like the performance enhancing.
Right. You can
PEDs. Can you get those from GNC?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, this guy told me, so I had to.
Yeah,
ask.
you can.
You can. But it's gonna be. I don't think those types of guys. Acne? No, but those types of guys don't work at the GNC anymore. You could get it from the guy who. But
he's working there.
You'd be buying from a.
I'll be honest with you. Last time I walked into a GNC, the guy looked like the Michelin Man.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't even know. And we go to Planet Fitness too. And no, that one guy there, he's pretty big. But usually people that are working at a gym, it's like I feel like if you should be showing somebody how to do an exercise or showing someone how to use a machine, you should have a little bit of a physical.
And
physique.
the dude you're talking about who's on steroids, he worked at the gym for like 2 days and then he
quit.
stopped.
He just
bro.
said, "Fuck that."
That man was like, "I'm cool. I'm not trying to work there no more."
I'm sure I could get some from him though if I really wanted some.
Absolutely, bro. He's Asian and
Dude, this guy looks like he eats
bro.
cheeseburgers from McDonald's every day and still just gets swole.
super swole, bro. He's like
He
can't
walks
move
like
his
this.
neck.
Dude, he has no neck. He has no neck.
I was at that point for a while. Like I got chunky, so it wasn't like. But that's what ends up happening is that you get chunky and like every.
But
guy
you
has
weren't
to go
using
through that.
performance drugs.
But
So-
everybody has to get through that phase. They just closed the gyms down and I was traveling for work. So I got kind of chunky and then came back and just like, that's the thing about being chunky is that you go, I'm a big man now. And it's like, no, you're not. You're a fat fuck.
Why don't you talk a little bit more and get back into the fact that kind of your steps in your comedy career. So we talked about the city. We talked about the other things that you were thinking about doing and were doing, in a sense, training for before the comedy.
Okay.
Let's kind of go into like some of the other places that you were performing at.
We talking about work or we talking about comedy? Because comedy I've been doing, like I did. So I do an open mic.
Every week, right?
I do multiple open mics every week. I
Okay.
like the Milwaukee comedy scene because they're a lot more accepting and they're a lot more interesting people. So you'll have some weirdos doing the Milwaukee comedy. Like there's one dude that does he has a joke about, do you ever pee on your poo poo?
Oh.
And
Does that get a laugh?
No. If I ever follow him, I just want to hang myself. I've already thought about it. It's awful because it's just.
Why would you say that kind of thing?
I mean, I'm trying to think.
It's because you're in college and you don't have any fucking life experience. That's why I went away.
Remember that one guy that was doing stand up at Terminus that was like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh yes, I remember him. I haven't seen him in so long, man.
Bro, he stopped. He's
Did he
sitting.
stop?
I think so, man. Nobody could understand him. Nobody could understand him.
And he was asking you if you knew what he meant,
You
but nobody
know what I
knew what he
mean?
meant.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is
You know what I'm saying?
hilarious. That is so ironic.
Well, it was weird because it was he came up and he gave me he dapped me up and it was weird because we're so far removed as far as material is concerned. I talk about being broke. He talks about fucking and if we were to reverse the roles, it'd be who should be fucking and who should be broke. It's I would know.
Well, dude, let's get serious, man. He pointed out one time, he's like, shout out to my sister, and she was sitting out in the audience, and we all know what he meant.
Wow.
Did we? I didn't know. I don't think
You
I
didn't
was
catch
there
that
for
drift from his physique? You didn't catch his
Is he
drift?
from Alabama?
Maybe.
Dude, I don't know. He's
Yo,
from Kenosha.
I
dude.
love Alabama.
Kenosha,
by the way.
He's from Kenosha, but it's got to be Kenosha County. Not Kenosha.
Yeah.
Well, I've been to Kenosha, and it's a very strange. I saw Peter Griffin. in Kenosha.
The guy who plays it?
That was in Janesville.
No. Or was it in Janesville?
Janesville. You ever been to Janesville?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, bro. We saw Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Look-alike.
No. If there's a place in the Midwest, I know where it is. I've been there. It's awful. I understand.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because that was my whole job.
Oh.
In Janesville?
No, I traveled all around the Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly,
Have you
I
ever
gotta-
stayed? Have you ever stayed at a Motel 6?
oh. Yeah.
No.
I've stayed at hotels worse than Motel 6.
Oh.
Yeah, though that's the crazy part, because don't say you have a Holiday Inn and then sit there and it doesn't look like a Holiday Inn at all.
Well,
I'm sitting here paying almost $150 for what?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about because I've never paid for a hotel.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That was
I'm not there yet.
No, it's I'm so rich. I did insulation on the road. Like I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm flexing. Like fuck no. I went and drove a truck for 2 years.
CDL?
Class C.
Okay.
So I drove a truck for 2 years. So I know like the I don't know who the guy is, but I know the guy that you guys had on that was a trucker.
Yeah, it's
Mikey
actually
Mike, Trucker Mike.
Shout out Trucker Mike. He's a buddy of mine. He's my neighbor.
Yeah, talking about love and the universe and things that we're not going to talk about.
I gotta be honest with you. Is the truck how do I say this in a PG way? The truck
doesn't have a bed.
No. Oh, you talking about truck stops?
Oh yeah, I was asking like the truck stops, the ladies. You know,
I've never seen them because I stayed at a hotel.
That's storybook shit, huh?
You know, I am interested in lizards just because it's an interesting, like prostitution is an interesting idea.
Absolutely.
But like, it's not a foray that I'm planning on getting into.
I have a question for you about that too, because this is divine. I knew this was gonna come up. Is OnlyFans really prostitution or is it not?
Well, technically, it can't be prostitution
Because prostitution is legal.
There are prostitutes on OnlyFans, but there are no. You can't technically say that OnlyFans is prostitution. And OnlyFans is a stripper prostitute.
Is it not?
No. Well, you can have.
It is if you pay them for sex.
But yeah. Okay, is it? Well, I'm.
It is though.
All right. Well,
this is gonna be so great when they're like listening to this in the office. I bet they'll Belair it. I bet they will sit there.
Well, let's veer from that topic. Then.
No. Keep going. This is gonna be
okay.
I wouldn't put it past.
I mean, because you're paying for someone's time to act like they like you and dance on your lap.
Well, so do we do that with a waiter, like a waitress. Like there's no.
I've never had a waitress dance on my lap.
Well, oh shit. Okay, sorry.
Okay, because sorry. I've never had one just come up and like
I've had guys like because when I was working on the road, I had guys who were like, "Oh, you should talk to the waitress," and I'm like, "I will not."
Oh, they were beating the waitress?
Oh,
that's insane.
No. He thought because the dude thought like I had a chance with this lady, and we were like real close, like it was Southern Indiana, and I'm like,
I'm sure you can beat the waitresses in Southern Indiana. I live there.
You just gotta be careful because they'll take their teeth out.
I don't know, she was a pretty girl.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
By beat, are we talking about like?
Oh yeah, we're talking about like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, like the rotation. You know. Yeah. You know. No, I mean,
I don't think you could have that song anymore. Like.
Oh, absolutely not.
But
no,
I'm just like, but Lizzo would put something out there that was similar to like, fucking. The Whisper song, and it would be disgusting.
Honestly, I'll be honest. If Lizzo said I'd get you signed, I'd beat. But only if she said she was gonna get me signed.
I saw TikTok. Well, like you know when they translate the TikToks to YouTube. I saw TikTok where it's like TikTok. We've been drinking too much. That's. I saw a TikTok where it's like, they said, you know, if you like fat girl. You don't know anything until you see morbidly obese girl. And I'm like, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Wow. That is wow.
And all I could think of was Lizzo. Oh my God. Like thank you, Lizzo. You queen.
I'm not gonna cap. I've seen more of Lizzo's ass on Instagram than any other ass ever.
Algorithm is telling you something.
Yeah, it really is, and I don't like what it's saying to me.
Well, because like the algorithm tells me I'm broke.
Oh man, yo, that is.
Oh, you
insane.
can hear the pain in my laugh. Feeling like I'm about to relapse.
Oh, snap.
Shit.
Oh, shoot. Well, I mean, hey, like, I really respect
A
and
man
appreciate.
who's willing to talk about how broke he is on live TV. Like, I like to know that you is a broke motherfucker. Like, we were thinking that everything was going well. We were talking, we complimented you on your body. We didn't know you were starving. Fuck.
I do truly appreciate all the OnlyFans girls, the women who are actually prostitutes, the porn stars, the girls who just get on Instagram and shake their ass. I appreciate and respect the hustle. You know, it's almost like the people who pierced my nose the second time.
Really?
Like, that's how I think of them. It's like, I could never do that, but I appreciate it 1,000%.
Okay. Like, I find it like I'm at that point now where, like, physically, we all see. I'm at that point now where we like, if I put up a Tinder ad, which is what it is, it's an advertisement.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yes. If I put up a Tinder ad, it's more likely that I'm gonna find an OnlyFans girl that wants to fuck me.
Oh my god!
Because it's like, I could feature you in my film. I could write off your life expenses. Like, I could write off our dinners. Okay.
That's
like,
material right there. That's material.
This is a tax write-off for your broke ass. Like, we enjoy. Like, I'm okay with that. But then it's like, for regular women, because I'm like 27, so now they're like, I got like this idea. We're 11. So I got this idea, and yes, I do this on my comedy. Like, I'll just look and go like, it's 11. Okay, I need the time. So I got this idea as far as comedy's concerned. It's like if you've got somebody who's going. Like, if you've got a woman, like, when a woman turns 30, she's really playing in the third quarter.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Probably 28. 28, she's in the third quarter. I've listened to too much Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, my man.
The GOAT.
He's not the GOAT, but Jesus Christ. You don't upset the queens. They already killed his ass.
I love you, queen. I love you, my black queens. I didn't agree with anything that man said.
They killed his ass. Like, don't you dare call one of our queens average at best. There are 21,000,000.68 queens in America.
Absolutely.
And we must love them all.
We love you, queens. Absolutely.
That's right. Those each and every studio apartment you have.
Yo, I'm like Derek Jackson. I protect black women.
Derek
Absolutely.
Jackson, did I ever tell you that I cheated? Let me hold my hand. I'm Derek Jackson. You're all queens. I love you all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love you all, these beautiful women. But no, no, like as a dude, like, I'm turning 30 and I'm like, I've got like 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah. Like,
but if I ever talk to like any woman, she's like, it's the third fucking quarter.
Yeah, she's ready.
Do you know how down you are? Do you know how fucked up you are right now? You're at the third quarter. What are you looking at? This is awful. I'm just like, no, I think I'm in the second quarter. Like, my guys got fight in them.
Yeah, we can still win this game.
we can because I've got dogs. I've got dogs willing to play this game for us. And you're like, and they're like, no. The timer is almost up, and it's like the fourth quarter. Because, like, if I date a girl that's my age, she's looking at the fourth quarter, and she's down 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that's over with.
Mm-hmm.
Better take out the starters, put in the bench.
Yep.
Let the bench get some
development. Bench warmers and bankruptcy. That's what we're talking about. Whereas I'm like, damn, I've got like, I'm like, are you really playing 2 games? Because I got this one game I got to play. I'm gonna hit 4. Halftime's gonna be like 40 for me, maybe 35, and I'll be like we might get the lead. Like I'm pretty sure. Like I don't like conspiracy theories, but I'm pretty sure that the NBA fucks with the rims to make the games more interesting. Like that. So I'm like, that's where I'm at. I'm at that point where it's like, okay, shit, we should get our shit together before 30. Like Nick Saban is telling us, he's rallying the crew. You really fucked up with your 5-star recruits, you know? You fucked your 5-star recruits over by this terrible coaching. What drunk offensive coordinator did we hire? Did we hire Jason Kidd to do offensive coordination for fucking a football team? What the fuck's going on?
What are you laughing at, bro?
I'm laughing at you. You're a comical god, bro.
Thanks, bro. Funny looking or funny like a clown?
I mean both, if I'll be honest with you. You know, like you remember that the devil from the Mormon little cartoon that I showed you?
Dude.
That's exactly what you look like.
I wish we could pull this video up.
Yo, hold on.
This devil was like the stereotypical white male with blonde hair and a long beard like me, same color and everything. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, why did you find this? And why did you send this to me? Because now I'm thinking some type of way.
Yo, I gotta find the Mormon devil. That was hilarious.
We'll find it.
Oh
the
my
listening
God.
to Louis Farrakhan?
Who is this?
Louis Farrakhan is perhaps the fella that might have had Malcolm X killed.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So
Don't put me in that category.
No.
Oh,
Louis
okay.
Farrakhan went on about like, these white devils and all them.
Oh.
He is the bro. He is the
Oh my
Nation of
gosh.
Islam's version of Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's be straight up right now,
Absolutely.
though, and I've said this before. Right now, how America looks at it,
I love white people.
the straight
Absolutely.
the straight white male is the walking devil.
Dude, no, but you white folk have done, like, I'm going through financial struggles, and you white folk have made everything, like all the things I'm doing, like I'm not starving, I'm fasting.
Made it set into a good
like
situation.
you guys make this all sound good. Like if I have to go to Goodwill to get clothes, I'm just thrifting.
Wait, you know what?
If I go homeless, guess what I am? Guess what I am as a half white person? I'm going camping.
Yo, I gotta be honest. So speaking of race, I have a momentous occasion right now.
You fuck a white woman?
Well, I've done that a million times.
Asian?
But
Whoa,
definitely.
whoa. Those bodies don't count anymore.
I'm a born again virgin. God damn it.
Yep.
No, you
bragging.
actually happen to be the first black person that's not me on this damn show.
This
So
is
let's
true.
get a round of applause for that. Oh my God. You know, I'm going to be honest. Like, I cannot go back to my I cannot go back to my hood. They was like, yo, you went to the suburbs. You just forgot who you were. And
I'm
shit.
the
I'm
perfect,
like,
and
damn.
I'm the perfect token black too.
Absolutely.
Mhm. King's English. Perfect. And just call up. Hi, how are you doing? Like,
Hey, how are you? I will pay with my MasterCard.
the credit limit is full on that one. But no. But no, it's like I'm perfect because like I'm even from Canada. Like it's not.
Oh snap!
Dude, my biological.
So you were born in Canada.
Yes, born in Canada. I call it slow speed Wisconsin.
Slow speed Wisconsin.
It's awful.
What's I mean, I've never been to Canada.
Okay, so everybody thinks Canadians are nice. They're not.
Oh wow!
Like we export our dicks.
Hello.
That's why I'm here. They export their dicks. Canada is
snap.
so Canada. We're not nice. We're lazy.
Got it.
Like we like everything is just so much slower and so much nicer. But like any idea that you're like, why are there 72 genders? That came out of a university in Toronto. Like
72 genders.
that's right. Well, in counting.
Oh,
We
okay.
ain't counting now.
Okay.
Well, because you remember that. You remember the lady that was like, and it's because of patriarchy.
Yeah.
U of T professor, University of Toronto. So it's like that's why Drake is the hardest motherfucker
From Canada?
from Toronto.
Oh,
Like-
snap.
like-
he was in the 6, huh?
We're
Running through the 6 with his
Yeah,
woes.
the hardest black guy in Toronto is Jewish.
where were you born at in Canada?
Halifax. So I'm not even like I was one of the only black people there. So it's like I'm not even like really that black. Like my dad's African, and he's from the parts of Africa where you're like, yeah. Like remember. Okay.
You're good, buddy. You're good. We're gonna pretend. Just don't laugh too hard.
Do you remember? Does anybody remember that the video with Pastor Martin Sempa about how they eat the poo poo? The gays eat the poo poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, neighboring country. And no. I had to look this guy up again. And they're like, yeah, because it's like that's not even like the least of their struggles. Like they had a symposium on marital. Yes. And they like you would have thought that would be like 3 minutes. Like, hey, bad. Good thing we came up with a new law. There's like 3 oddly dressed Africans. There's no such thing as a well-dressed African. They all dress weird. It's all like 90s throwback.
Long t-shirts.
No, 90s throwback, but like dressing nice for the 90s.
Oh man.
Like they like is that kind of like, oh, what kind of suit is that? Like,
oh,
and,
I know.
And it'd be like there'd be 3 Africans sitting there, and then there'd be the one progressive host who's just like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? And so and then they're like, well, in the Bible it says that we are supposed to be here for each other, so like my body is your body. And it's like, are you sure that this is where you want to go? And then it goes to like then they go to the next guy, and really, what are we supposed to do? Maybe it is the alcohol. Do you think that are we looking at the root cause? And then they bring the third guy, and they bring Pastor Semple. And Semple's like kind of the guy that you're like, oh, okay, that like he's the voice of reason here.
He's supposed to be, yeah.
And he's going, this is like, I think that this is going to be something we have to get used to. And I'm like, dude, like whenever, as progressive as white people like to get, there is no way, shape, or form in hell that you can say all cultures are equal. like here we are, just like, this might be a bad idea. Pan over to Jamaica. Burn Batiman! Pan to Russia.
Oh,
Pan to Russia. Should wives really be doing the outside? Like Saudi Arabia, you just start driving? I'm like, oh, fuck you. America. Like Canada can't, and then like the thing I hate about Canada's like Canada, they promote this multiculturalism like we haven't solved the problems already and we don't know what we're doing. We should just listen to these other people that are like 80 years behind us. Like, fuck you.
Let's jump into the fact that whoever attacked Dave Chappelle is an idiot. And they ran up on stage. I'll break it down a little bit. So he made a joke.
Mm-hmm. About, I won't say what it's about. Go ahead.
He made a joke. Another Will Smith incident.
Yeah. Maybe.
But Dave Chappelle was going to do that to him.
Absolutely.
This guy ran up on stage. Didn't he have like a knife or something?
He had a some sort of weapon that looked like a gun. It wasn't actually a gun, but it was
Something.
like fashioned to look like a gun.
Something.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Dave Chappelle kind of just moved out the way and he got dragged away by security.
And then they put the beats on that man.
They did. And we'll have that picture up.
No, you know what? I have to say, it's funny to me. Because, like, you should never take what a stand-up comedian says that seriously, where you rush the stage after you bought a ticket. So you bought a ticket basically to get your ass whooped. So that I thought that was pretty funny. But again, like, this generation is so damn sensitive. And actually, you know what? I don't even think it was that. Because all the shade room and the little Instagram people said what his name was and that he's actually like a rapper and stuff. So basically, he just did that to get some publicity. So in all actuality, it worked.
So it's the exact same thing as Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Well, so essentially, and I think that it was, and we talked about this in that episode specifically when we talked about the incident. I think that was a snowball effect, and this is going to continuously happen to comedians.
It does.
No, sincerely.
No. I really hope it does, because if you see me choke somebody out or beat them with a belt while I'm on stage, I really want to post that.
I think, but I think in all seriousness, Dave Chappelle wasn't going to do any of that because he wasn't going to risk, the money that he makes, man, and superstardom.
Defense, he's got good enough lawyers.
And I'll keep it a bean too. Like, the security at these places have to be better. There's no way that somebody's just running on stage and getting at the main event. That's just dead to me. How is the security?
But then Chris Rock jumped on stage too after the performance. Was like, was that Will Smith?
Hey, Will Smith is a hoe, man, and I'll put that
No,
on
he's
everything
not.
I love.
He's not a hoe.
He's a hoe for
He's
that.
the exact. No, Will Smith is a cuck. Poor Will Smith. You know that man knows what young rapper semen tastes like.
Wow.
Like Jada, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And it's like
nobody believed it.
I just want to see Jaden walk up and go, keep my friend's dick out your fucking mouth, Jada. You are ruining my family.
Oh, snap.
Can we have that on here?
We will. It's all good. No,
if you take this away, it can be its own individual video.
Okay,
I don't want
okay.
that punchline being ruined.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay,
That was
okay.
fire. No, I mean, here's the thing too. Like, man, he did not have that energy for August Alsina, so I thought that was funny. But
Well,
yeah,
you can't.
Yeah,
You can't. There's semen in the tonsils.
Christ.
You couldn't have that same energy.
Mans was coming down to breakfast in his room. He had breakfast sitting there eating his eggs about quiet than a
you
motherfucker.
can't. You can't have that same energy. You gotta displace it. Like what did you expect was gonna happen?
Oh snap!
You know that Jada at one point, while her and Will were fucking, said Tupac.
Oh.
You know what happened.
I
you know
it
she
did.
said Tupac.
Oh,
and
man.
it was Will was at his best fucking at that night.
Oh, he was in it too. He was getting it in.
And
he
then-
had taken the little Molly. He was in it.
And then he went home, he went to the bathroom and cried. He didn't get to
he
go
did.
home.
And he couldn't even do nothing because that man is not even here. He was punching the wall like he was dude from Boys in the Hood.
They'd probably find those Tupac replicas, beat the fuck out of him. That is probably where Eli Roth came up with the idea for Hostel. It's just that you find some random lookalike who fucked your girl. It's just there you go.
Nah, low-key, he said, he was like, yo, they said there's rumors that man is in Cuba. I'm going to take a little trip to see what's what.
Fidel, what's going on?
He said, I'm searching this island from coast to coast until I find out if Tupac really on this bitch.
From West Philadelphia, born and raised. Cuba is where I'll be spending most of my days.
This man said, I made money and I didn't even have to curse. And he thought that was the biggest flex in the world. I'm dead.
I think the only rap that I enjoyed
came in her fake hair.
Oh, shit.
There's an alopecia joke.
Uh-oh.
Hey man, nobody's gonna rush the stage here.
I don't know. I would. You know, my whole world would change if Will Smith decides that he wants to go in a celebrity boxing match with me. Like, I welcome it.
Absolutely.
Hey.
I find like that would be a complete financial change to my life.
Absolutely.
And Will, if you willing to do that for this joke,
He's not.
I'm a broke motherfucker, dude. If you want to do this, I'll take the punch.
Man,
I will take it.
You know he won't though. You know he won't.
Man said he tired.
It's an unfair advantage.
I will let them. No. Like let's. No, fine. I'll do the whole Tyson Fury shit. You know, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you out and I'm gonna beat you dosa. But no, really, like, dude, if you want me to take the fall and you want to feel like a man at 50, cool, I'll do it. But no, I'm gonna take you out behind the woodshed and beat you up like an old dosa like you are, you cuckold. But Will, I'm willing to be beaten by you on live television. If not pay-per-view, this would be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just sign the.
I'd watch that fight.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I'm not. Yo, that man, low key. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Will Smith was just losing at life for a minute. His girl was cracking August Alsina. His son was on stage saying he was dating Tyler, the Creator. His daughter looks more like his son than his son does. It's all bad. It's no good right now for
you
man.
You are hitting your punchlines.
You should be a comedian, bro.
You're hitting them. No, it's just because he's speaking the truth. He's speaking the truth. Is that the Fresh Prince is not turned into a king?
No, not at all. That man stayed a prince. He got demoted.
he's now the dunce.
So well. I don't know what this has to do with Dave Chappelle.
I have not seen Blake this speechless in so long.
I want to say something. I just don't know what to comment. I'm like lost. I know what's going on, and it's fucking funny, man. But I just don't know where to comment. Where I'm just not gonna get slaughtered, dude.
Who are you? Who's gonna slaughter you?
No, well, that's the thing. Nobody's gonna physically slaughter me. You can say it perfectly fine, but if I say it, then I might get canceled.
What is it that would be said that you would do?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Say you don't like. Well, yeah.
Have I been spending too much time in dark rooms by myself?
No,
yeah,
that's
you
not
didn't
true.
say like.
That's not true.
You didn't say. Nothing like that.
Well, I'm not gonna say that either.
I mean, like today, it seems like the perfectly good episode to say it though.
Hey, nah, just pull a Biden. Just be like, yo, if you don't fuck with me, are you even black?
No, you gotta pull the Biden where you're just sitting there and you're like, and just forget where you were. That's what you gotta do.
Oh shit!
I can't believe he said that.
You have a
though.
nice beard.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I've been working on it.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't grow a beard. I can shave
Man. I'm not gonna lie. I had a little nice goatee. It had a lot of hair on it, and then I tried to shave myself. And
see, it's funny that he says that now because what he told me was, "Yeah, man, I'm just gonna hit the baby face." But now we know you were lining yourself up and you fucked up.
I fucked up, dude. What you think I was gonna tell you? Hey, yeah, man. I'm like,
honesty's the best policy,
I had
bro.
recently fucked it up. I just fucked it up 10 minutes ago, bro. I was not trying to hear that. I was like, yeah, I did the baby face on purpose. Yeah, it looks good, buddy. This man lying to me and shit. He's such a
Yeah, I've got a 23-year-old face with like a 50-year-old mind. Like I'm just sitting there like,
Have you ever been able to grow facial hair?
fuck no.
Yeah.
It's not
Like,
always a bad thing.
it's-
You ever see those people that are just super hairy, dude?
But I am.
Oh,
Like
okay.
my chest and like my back, if I don't
But your
shave it,
arms aren't hairy unless you shave.
I used to shave up here, but it's like, yeah, I'm getting in the places I don't want it to be. And then like,
That's
like I can never get fat. Like I never have the ability to get fat because it's just like, you're just some dough-faced fuck. My mom said, shit, my mom didn't call me this while I was chubby. But she then said that you looked like the Stay Puffed Man when you were...
Damn.
I know! That's where I get it from. She's the best.
Yo,
Like-
that's
like-
tough.
Like imagine every day you wake up as a child, you're getting roast battled. Like just you're just getting roasted.
Yo.
Like she okay, so she used to buy my own. So she'd buy clothes for me for Christmas when I was chubby. And this was like last year, so I'm really that much of a fucking loser. She would buy me clothes for Christmas, and it'd be like I'd be too chunky for them. So she'd buy like 32 waist when I was obviously a 38. And then she'd be like, hey, put them on.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Moms are assholes too, because I'm not gonna lie. My mom used to be like, last year when I was staying there, she'd be like, man, son, there's a little something there. Why are you breathing so hard? Are you okay, son? Wow, you're gonna have another plate?
My mom kind of wanted to like let everybody, well, not everybody, me and the dogs. She wanted me to know, like your personality isn't the most fuckable. So you should really work on that body because you figured that one out. The personality, fuck no, you didn't. But your body used to be something impressive. And we should get back to that because if we don't, you're going to become an incel.
Obviously, we talked about Dave Chappelle. In my opinion, one of the best of all time. So who would you say has inspired you as a comedian?
See, you said that this was going to be a little question.
It
and
is a
then
little
I'm going to
question.
go like full autism mode here.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's
do your thing. Do your
like,
thing.
Like,
Hit mode.
Because I used to play basketball, and like my favorite basketball player was Pistol Pete Maravich.
Right.
And,
Okay.
like, because of any uncommon person is Pistol Pete. Like his dad had him dribbling a basketball out of a car.
Yeah.
So, like, if I was gonna look for a weirdo, that
Pistol
would be
Pete was the guy.
Yeah, that was the guy. And then, but like for boxing, like when I thought about boxing, like Mike Tyson, but like I go really deep into this, so influences end up being like everybody, because it's like I can go as far back to Lenny Bruce fighting obscenity laws. Like I listen to those books. So you have Lenny Bruce fighting obscenity laws, George Carlin, Richard Pryor, and like I'm kind of going in chronological order. Eddie Murphy, because I think going into character is something captivating to people. And I think to somebody who's not, so if you're not the type of person who's like going to find a joke funny, you will find somebody entertaining.
Right.
Eddie Murphy's great. I don't want to talk about the Jello Man.
Okay.
Do not want to talk about the Jello Man because the Jello Man makes people uncomfortable.
Even though he was in his time definitely great at what he did.
Oh, great! He's an amazing. He can really manipulate somebody
Absolutely.
into laughing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
In
But
more ways than one. Go ahead.
I don't think they were laughing.
Yeah.
Damn. That's how you get yourself canceled. You just wrong guy says the wrong thing. Imagine getting canceled for not saying something, just being like, ha 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 ha. Oh, what the fuck happened? Then like You've got Patrice O'Neal, Doug Stanhope. Doug Stanhope does some very interesting stuff. Bill Hicks, Bill Burr. You know who's really interesting is Ronnie Chang.
Okay.
Like he's an Asian comedian. He's interesting. But
I didn't know that with the whole Chang last name, but thank you.
Well, the first name was Ronnie.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know who Patrick Chung is. He's a black football player.
I do know.
Hey, if you know about Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar is my dude.
Pan-Africanism. I created a school. If any of you want to donate money to my school, it will be built in 2097.
Oh,
But yeah,
shit.
Dave Chappelle.
You listen to any Dan Cook back in the day? John Lovitz?
Yeah, I listened to some Dane Cook, but I've let that leave my mind.
You don't like Dan Cook? I thought he was funny as shit.
I don't know. Dane Cook is on the same plane as Daniel Tosh. But Daniel Tosh is funny, but it's just as far as iconic is concerned, you're I like them. But it's there's a difference between I don't get into his stand-up because he's got a show that overshadows it. Chappelle's show will not overshadow Dave Chappelle's stand-up.
Absolutely.
And Richard Pryor, there's nothing Richard Pryor's ever done that's overshadowed his stand-up.
Stand-up. Absolutely.
And Eddie Murphy, no matter how good the movies are, still not Raw.
Raw with the that's you can't even play the first part of that now.
Mm-hmm. I love and
I loved Raw.
I love I think Bill Hicks is I've seen Bill Burr. I saw Bill Burr with JT. But Bill Hicks is probably my all-time favorite just because he has the Hicks principles. And Bill Hicks is just he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's just trying to speak the truth. And I think it's because he had pancreatic cancer is probably one of the reasons why he was so... Because that last... Well, I mean, if you get a cancer diagnosis before your last special, you just...
He said, "Fuck it."
And then I did Dick Gregory. I liked a lot of. I'm a historian, so it's basically I enjoy all forms of. I enjoy all of the greats, but and then currently I don't really pay much attention.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of.
Not a big fluffy guy, Gabriel Iglesias.
I've seen some of his jokes. He's funny. I'm sure if I saw him live, I'd love it. But it's
yeah, not pulling stuff from it.
I'm not I'm not a big stand-up watcher. I listen to a lot of books because I find the books to be interesting. And I say, as far as a writer is concerned, my biggest interest is Charles Bukowski. Okay. And I don't know if none of you guys in the room are going to know who Charles Bukowski is. No. Let me explain this. Charles Bukowski has wanted to be a writer he's dead now. He's wanted to be a writer since he was 20. He didn't get famous until he was 50.
Yeah.
And he writes about life. And he was poor most of his life. So imagine being a broke man for 30 years. And what you're writing will turn out to be. Man, it'd be Broke Motherfucker Chronicles. You're just sitting there these bitches ain't shit. I fucking hate them all. I'd have shot my manager last week if I had the opportunity. But no, Charles Bukowski, because you can hear the melancholy in his voice. Yeah. Because he would drink 4 bottles of wine and then read his poetry. And he'd go, good writing should be something like this. Bim, 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 bim. And that's how I think about comedy, how you should phrase things. Mm-hmm. But then he's but if I'm really, I cannot stand the human race. I don't like them. If they brush up against me, I hate them all. And it is just miserable. It is just so palpably enjoyable because I'm I could never be this fucking miserable. And it's so nice to hear, like, he made it. If he made it, we can all make it.
Absolutely.
It's like,
Absolutely.
if this miserable motherfucker with a beer gut fucking running around trying to have sex with $2 whores, like, if he makes it, we can all make it. Like, the door's open. We just got to do 30 years of this awful trauma.
So, question real quick. You said that you don't watch a lot of stand-up, obviously. Is that because you find it that you critique all of the newer stand-up? Or it's just because you just don't really enjoy it as much?
There's a lot more things to be interested in.
I feel you. Okay.
Like, so for instance, I don't find John Mulaney funny.
Right.
But if I watch John Mulaney, he's very impressive. Because he's captivating. You watch him running around the stage, it's like you can be captivated by something and enjoy it. So there's that part of critique, but I don't really... I try to... If I'm going to watch something, I'll watch it 3 times. Mm-hmm. I'll watch it once just to see, another time to try to enjoy it, and then another time to see what I can get from it.
Okay.
And if I can't... Because I think that's how you should watch everything, because you can't... Like, I watched... I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jordan Peterson.
I know of him, yeah.
Jordan Peterson had a discussion with, Pat something or other. Pat, it was the guy that does, it's like Infocast or something. Pat, he's an Iraqi guy. But he had something where he had going on, they talked about if you start reading more books, you're going to be less interested in things. Or not less interested, but you're going to be able to enjoy less things. Mm-hmm. So the deeper you get into a subject, the less you will be able to enjoy it. Mm. So I try to just... anything I know about, I try to just veer away from and try to find something new to enjoy.
You know what? I may need to, like... I was talking about this with... we were talking about this with Emilio, and I was just saying that, like, I can't enjoy music as much as I used to. Mm-hmm. Ever since I started really making music and really being serious about it, I don't, like, I listen to music and it's a critique.
Because
and it's
you're
like,
serious about it.
Yeah, and then I hate, like, I pretty much don't listen to, like, unless I have to listen to something for maybe the podcast or it's like Drake or something that just came out, I won't listen to music. Because it's like, I even in the gym, sometimes I don't listen to music.
So on my end, I will critique lyrics in my head. Mm-hmm. Because lyrics sound really fucking stupid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, even though, like, Neo was pretty slick.
Yeah.
Like Sexy Love, that was... like, okay, because, because Sexy Love was, like, it was interesting, because it's like, what was it? Like, what were the lyrics? She makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Just one touch and I erupt like a volcano and cover her with my love. Baby girl, you make me say, mm-hmm. That is a lyric about ejaculating on a woman.
Absolutely.
And it sounds wonderful and it's G-rated. So
and girls would sing it every day.
I wasn't around those types of women.
Oh, well, I knew a bunch of women that were singing it every day. And, you know, they were...
what is your third grade experience like?
That's why, you know, I'm now a born-again virgin.
Oh, Jesus. Because that's exactly where... Because I remember I was singing this song when I was like... You know, they were like...
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's like... But, yeah, So, like, I listen to Rammstein, like, I listen to German rock because it's, like, I can think.
Right.
I don't have to deal with, what the fuck is this lyric? Why is this motherfucker mumbling?
Yeah.
You know?
And, you know, and then it gets even worse with me sometimes because I'll sit there and I'll be like, yo, this snare is off.
Hell.
That
my
sounds
God. Like hell, because you
You can
Oh
you
my
can
God,
critique it
it's
down
so
to the,
bad.
You can critique it down to the beat.
Oh, it's terrible. I'll be like, yo, that snare needs to be won over.
It's like,
and now I can't listen to the song no more. I hate it.
it's like the one thing that you enjoy has just been robbed of you.
Oh, I hate it because I would sit there when music came out when I was a shorty. I would have my little CD player, and I would just.
You were a shorty?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
I hear this like shorty, like a female.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
like,
There was no transition yet.
He said yet. What do you think there's gonna be a transition, cuz?
Hey man,
You said shorty.
hey, it took
stop it.
Caitlyn like 60 years to get to it. It's
Hey,
like,
if I ever do a transition, y'all, I'm giving all my homies free reign to clown me for that for sure for the
yeah.
rest of my life.
and then
sure
you
Caitlyn
would
did that
sue
too.
them. Then you could sue them. Like you'd be able to sue them. Like it's gonna get to that point where it's like they sequester a human rights tribunal and like, did you make fun of your friend for her transition?
Yo, when you
I don't remember when I said, "What happened to your dick, bruh?"
Yo, and you know it's the worst part about it is like with my real name, all I gotta do is change the spelling of it, and then it's all good.
Aaron?
It's all golden. Yeah.
Oh, ERIN. Yep.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. All right.
So now it's Aaron from now on. ERIN.
Yeah, don't play it.
This has been a lot of fun, man. Robert, thank you for coming on, bro. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you more in your comedic endeavors. And honestly, I've really had a lot of fun.
Absolutely. This was great.
Where can we find you?
Yeah, drop your socials.
Social media anywhere.
Robert C. Wynter, Winter. I think that's my Instagram. I only posted one thing on it. I'm like, I don't know why we're even talking about social media. Like, I don't do shit on there.
We just give everybody a chance.
Yeah, it's like you can go there and follow me. You can follow an inactive account if you'd like to.
Or go see you where? Where are you performing most?
I'll go to the Vixen on Mondays, which
Vixen is McHenry.
Vixen's in McHenry. Always anything JT does, I'm a big fan. So
JT Newton, shout out.
So that'll be, he does his Thursday mic at the Hidden Pearl. Yep. And then I'm just smattered around Milwaukee most of the time. I'll be working a lot, so let's not get too worked up about this.
Okay.
But we're, I'm still gotta get the finances in order before we can get the funny really going.
I feel it.
Thank you, everybody, for watching, listening, subscribing. What can they find us on, Aaron? Kid ISO?
They can find us on TikToks, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher. Obviously, you're watching on YouTube right now. Anywhere pretty much that you can be social on there, except for Snapchat, which you'll find us on Snapchat soon. Yes, Sirski. That's the places that we are.
Did you just say yes, Sirski?
Yes, Sirski.
He said yes, Sirski.
Okay, then.
We add ski to like everything. It's
We do.
really
We do.
bad.
But
It's
do you
like,
add skeet to everything?
No.
That's part of the celibacy thing. I do not add skeet to anything. No.
No. That's why the muscles are looking great. You know, a lot of push-ups. It's sundress season, so I've been doing a lot of push-ups.
Yep. Catch
ERIN
in his sundress. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming in for a dose of reality. Come back next week for your weekly dose.
Absolutely. Deuces.
Love.
Another sipping, I'ma feel it. There we go. I caught the feeling. I'm reaching. I got no ceilings. Outer space, you know I'm trilling. I keep telling Shorty I'm not no average Joe. Cause at all my shows, the hoes off the dope, screaming my name while they roll. And we always pouring foes.